Hell yeah. Welcome to 2025, everybody.
Oh, yeah, we made it. We made it.
And we're live here on the YouTube. It's Thursday. You're here at the Daredevil River on the ranch, as Dan would say.
Yeah, so you are indeed on the ranch.
That's Super Dan. I'm Stephen Paul. And we'll be your guide through the rest of 2025.
Fuck yes, we will.
Yeah. It's
The
it's
do's
already
and don'ts of fashion. The highlights of what's cool and what's not cool. Even though things aren't cool anymore, they're different terms.
Oh yeah. Now it's I was gonna say cook, like you let it cook, like let them handle
let 'em
their
cook.
business.
Let them cook.
Yeah. But I guess cooking
No
would
cap.
be coolness.
I guess. No cap. Fuck
No
that.
cap.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
the cap.
Yeah. I'm pro cap.
Oh, pro cap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Part of the movement.
Now we're divided.
Yes, exactly. The show's falling apart.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. We had a great run.
Absolutely.
Way to start off 2025.
Yeah. So there is a pretty, I don't know. It's been a real strange start to 2025.
It's only been less than 48 hours. What the hell are you talking about?
It's kind of remarkable. Can you hear me okay, Dan?
I can hear you great.
I don't know. Something screwed up on my end. Hello? Ooh. Is that loud for you?
Not really.
All right. That's perfect. So, I guess the last time we saw everyone was the Santa 5000 episode.
Yeah, watching the planes fly Santa around the U.S. Just
And-
the U.S. Nowhere else.
Yeah, well, we're the best.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a true story.
so so I thought I would just talk a little bit about Christmas and then we can move into the new year and all the fun happenstances that kicked off 2025.
Let's do it.
So, Dan, what did you get for Christmas this year? You can be broad or you can be specific.
I got socks.
More specific.
I got Dapper Dogs on socks.
Okay.
4 different pairs.
Yeah.
I got a Sharper Image massager.
A dildo?
It's not what we call it anymore, Steve.
Okay, a wildo.
Yeah,
Or a
that's-
bildo.
Yeah, it's coming out on the Only Dance.
For guys. Yeah.
And let's see, got a little bit of some treats and like fudge and peanut brittle
Homemade stuff or
Yeah.
That's cool.
and trying to think.
Did you get any beef jerky, Dan?
Oh, I got some books. I'm happy about the books.
I was actually gonna mention that for mine, because I think almost everyone who gave me a present gave me a book, and most of them were self-help.
Was it Try Not to Be a Douchebag in 2025?
Yeah.
101.
Actually, they got me the 2024 version because it was half price. But
Here's how to succeed in 2024.
Yep.
Be a douchebag.
and yeah.
Self-entitled motherfucker.
And then they, but it's, I just thought that was funny. Is I'm like, man, when everyone in your life gives you self-help books, it's probably a sign.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign for sure.
Yeah.
No, I got A Christmas Carol,
Okay.
Old Christmas. I don't know anything about that one as of yet. And the Nutcracker, all in hardback,
Okay.
is three little books. And I've discovered which of the movies that they've brought out, which is the most accurate as far as
Oh, okay.
like
You read them all?
not yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Not yet, but just getting through the first portion of Charles Dickens' story was just up through Marley's Ghost before the rest of them start showing up.
Yeah, Bob Marley
Yeah.
and the Wailers. They're
One love. The Jim Carrey, it's where he's Scrooge, and it's like CGI animated and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so far, that's the most accurate as
Okay.
far as like dialogue and everything that's happening in it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
almost to the fucking T.
It's
and
the most
badass.
Dickinsonian, as they
Oh,
would say.
absolutely. Yeah, Dickens cider. That's hot Dickens cider.
Well, and so when
That's an Australian drink, people.
I think it's funny that people would get you Christmas books on Christmas, and you're like, "Hey, it's over." You know, like you're like, the presents is when it's over.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
these
pick this
away
up next year.
Yeah, I'll put these away for 11 months now. But no, that's cool. That's cool to have like old traditional books and things
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I love
Um,
I love old books, man.
and especially like if you're decorating around the house, you can just put those out
Oh,
and you
absolutely.
know, j-
Like I'm curious to actually read the Nutcracker to find out which story was the most accurate to that.
yeah.
Like, was it about the Rat King and this,
Mhm.
that, and the other, and all
Yeah,
of that jazz, or what?
I
Did it have Morgan Freeman in it? Like what the fuck?
I think the most accurate Christmas Carol is the one with Patrick Stewart,
No, he was
Captain
great.
Picard. Yeah,
He was
I
great.
mean, I feel like that thing's right out of the book. I mean, for length, I'm sure you. Well, it's not a very long book, is it?
No, no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's like
it
maybe
might be word for word.
maybe 200 pages, and
Yeah,
it's like a little book.
and I think that was the BBC that did that, so they were probably pretty
Yeah,
serious
then
about it.
considering Charles Dickens was somewhere around there.
Yeah. hmm Anyways, that's cool.
But yeah, no, that was my Christmas,
Yeah,
and it was good. It was good. Spent time with family. We all got together. No one killed each other. No one started a fire in the house.
Muslims.
The family wasn't divided by the time that Christmas or New Year's was over.
hmm
So, all in all, not too bad.
That's good. All right. Yeah. Yeah, mine was good too. We did the prime rib, delicious.
Nice.
And then of course we had New Year's just 2 nights ago.
Yes.
Last night.
Two nights
2 nights
was
ago.
2 nights ago was New Year's Eve.
Yes. And so did some champagne, had a few cocktails, and uh, shot off some big mortars.
Some waters.
Yes, like the kind I'm saving for the aliens, but I just wanted to shoot a few off just to see what the
Yeah,
spread was.
just to make sure that, they know that you're here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, I ain't fucking around. I got about like 17 more of these things.
Woo.
But yeah, I shot 3 of them off, and then my neighbor, who's like, a little older, he's like, "Ah, you goddamn kid, stop it!" And I'm like, "Sorry, John." You know. And anyways, he
Like,
he
we're
texted
off of
me.
your lawn.
Yeah,
We're off of your lawn.
I'm like, I probably could have shot him a heads up text that I was planning on shooting mortars off, but
Eh,
he found out
it's New Year's.
and
What do you do?
came out and yelled at us, and it's just funny because I was like, "Sorry, John," and then he texted me, and he's like, "Sorry, I wouldn't have had such a grumpy old man vibe if
If
I
I
knew
knew it was you.
Yeah, because we do have like some college guys that are like living in a little frat house scenario.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
cool guys. They're
Yeah, no, yeah.
not
They're the ones who built
troublemakers.
the half pipe in the
Yes.
backyard
They built
with the trampoline.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
trampoline. Okay.
Yeah, and a fire pit, too.
Yeah, but they're like they garden and they
Hey.
ride their bikes and
All right.
they just seem like-
Communism, okay.
they just seem like good dudes,
Yeah.
that also happen to skateboard and have a bonfire every now and then.
Hey.
Yeah, but anyways, so I think he thought it was them when he.
Oh, yeah. No,
decided-
most likely.
Yeah,
Most likely.
I mean, he doesn't know that I like blowing up stuff. Come on.
That's weird.
Yeah, but speaking of blowing up stuff, we should probably get into what's actually going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, all right. Hit me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be the bummer, Dan, but there's a lot of oddly, strangely, maybe connected things happening in the current year.
Okay.
That started off, I believe, with New Orleans. Are you familiar
Oh,
with what
man.
happened there? Have you seen videos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw our current president address what happened.
Gotcha. Yeah. I didn't see what Biden said about it. I'm sure
It was like a less than 5 minute long speech.
yeah, and I'm sure it was less than authoritative or action packed.
No, not at all.
What's the plan? Well, we're gonna let more people over the border.
We're
Um,
we're gonna impact things to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
yeah,
We're working
We
with
wish.
authorities to find out.
yeah. The guy with the ISIS flag obviously wasn't a radical Muslim. We would
He-
never.
He was American.
Yeah.
He was part of our military.
Well, and so this guy, it's very interesting because and usually I bring up something like visual or whatever. I mean, I guess I could have brought up a picture of his face, but
Nah.
he's a veteran. He's military. He's Army veteran. He was a real estate agent, I think, in like Miami.
Oh,
or
that's what did
somewhere.
it. That's what did it.
and I guess not a very good one because he ended up like kind of failing
And blowing shit up in New Orleans.
yeah, and I guess what happened was he was like, uh, it was I don't know. He started getting radicalized by like, the I guess the mosque or something. He found solace for life's problems in the mosque. That's what they believe. And they went to his house, and the FBI raided it, and he's got like Qurans and like all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't think they planted any of that stuff. I'm sure.
No,
Oh,
I'm sure it was there.
he also had an ISIS flag on the back of the truck, which they hid from people. Like
Yeah, but I mean, even Biden came out and said that he had an ISIS flag,
Yeah.
and that he was inspired by ISIS
Yeah.
to do what he did.
yeah, and that's good. I mean, at least there's that. At least you're admitting that responsibility was someone other than radical right ideologies. Right. Because I mean, they could have easily
Spun it.
FBI would have hid that, burnt, gotten rid of the Qurans, and then put up a bunch of Trump posters in his house, and then suddenly he's radicalized.
Right.
And so what was interesting is he rented the vehicle he used was an F-150 that was an electric F-150 EV. And he had rented it from some weird like app called like Tora or Toro or something.
Oh, it's
Toru.
Damn it, it's
Turo, maybe. Taro. I don't know.
Sarah, you know it. We got Sarah from Cali in the chat.
Hello, Sarah.
She
Welcome.
says "Hurroo," and I say "Hurroo" back.
Yeah. What's it say? That's
talking about Biden with the fact that it was relatively coherent.
Yes.
But
very short, very brief.
Yeah, no, it was brief.
It says that's how long he could stay awake. Yeah.
Due to his meds. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, at least he's taking his meds. That's good.
Right.
The meds are the ones keeping him up, though, so it's kind of the opposite of what you would think when someone's falling asleep because of meds or
right.
Yeah. After taking meds.
Oh, it's Turo.
Okay, yeah.
Turo is the app.
And so the interesting thing is,
it's basically a B&B, like the Airbnb of car renting.
Okay.
So you're basically just borrowing someone else's car.
Mm-hmm. So there's somebody that feels pretty bad right now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. They're like, how did we not vet him well enough?
Yeah. And like if he didn't get the extra insurance or whatever, he's like, no, it's fine. I've got insurance. He totally doesn't.
Right.
So Turo is like a not very well known app. I'd never heard of it. I'm sure.
No, I hadn't heard of it until last year.
I'm sure 90% of people have not heard of that app. And so what's interesting about that is that the Las Vegas incident, which was also a military guy.
Fuck.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. I mean, it's not funny, but could
it be kind of funny?
Well, I'm sure we can work on it.
I'm sure it's us. We can do it.
Where's my mouse? God damn it. Fucking.
You're looking for the cursor.
Muslim clerics. So.
All right.
I'll just show you this stuff in the background. So.
Please tell me it drifted to do that.
No. So what happened was he comes out, he drives by like he's got like, and there's valet parking there apparently. And so he like kind of drives up and cases the joint. And then
what was the hotel?
Trump. Oh yeah. Sorry.
What?
Yeah. Trump. What was it? Trump. It might be.
Was it just
the Trump Tower or something?
Trump Hotel in fucking Vegas?
Yeah. So yeah, it's in Vegas. It's right by. I think they were saying the Caesars or I don't know. I feel like it's right on the strip, close.
Oh, I'd imagine so. Trump wouldn't put it, in the ghetto.
Yeah. So he like goes and then he like turns back around and then he comes back kind of this weird way. Maybe he was looking for another place to detonate if where maybe more people were around.
Yeah.
Sorry if I gave away the surprise ending, but he pulls up, sits there for 17 seconds, and then detonates. So
Did he stay in the car?
yes, yep. And the back of the car was full of kerosene and fireworks. And when we show you the actual explosion, it is it you could see like the fireworks going off and stuff.
That's not a very happy New Year.
Yeah. So another electric vehicle. Guess where he rented it from?
Was it Turo as well?
Yep.
Oh, this isn't a good look for Turo.
Yeah. Turo. So
Nice.
see, we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. This time it wasn't me.
Yeah, you set it up though. So he is also a veteran, also Army. And here's the really fucked up part.
This isn't a good look, Army.
Yeah.
Turo and the Army, this isn't good look.
Yeah, you guys are really screwing up 2025 for your marketing. So they both were in Fort Bragg, which is currently Fort Liberty. So they changed the name from Bragg to Liberty because they want to destroy, the people that
Right.
made the world the way it is.
Right.
So guess what? Fort Bragg has the primary group of within all the military, but specifically the Army. What do you think group resides there? Any guesses? It's something the CIA would probably be pretty interested in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's two different groups. One is the 4th Psychological Operations Group.
Oh,
PSYOP group.
all
And
right.
then there's
Acid.
the
Cool.
8th PSYOP group, which I think is like airborne PSYOPs. So it is
Mescaline. Got it.
sure, yeah, or LSD.
Well,
Drizzles.
according to the Matrix back in the day, mescaline was the only way to fly.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like right at the beginning.
Oh,
Like
before he
when,
follows the white rabbit.
like right when
Oh, okay.
she turns her shoulder and says, "You should
Yes.
come with us. It'll be fun."
Gotcha.
And he's like, mescaline.
Oh.
Because he says, because what he says is, have you ever had a dream where you could have swore that you were awake and it just seemed so real? And he's like, mescaline, the only way to fly.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
So, very interesting. I don't know if you believe in coincidences, Super Dan, but it's a lot of coincidences there. I
Yeah.
also believe that, remember that psychiatrist that ended up shooting a bunch of people on the base? It was like 10 years ago or something.
No, I don't remember that.
And I believe he was also Muslim, and I feel like that was the place that it happened.
There's
And
a whole lot of
shit.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just what the fuck?
Well, and the thing about it, or let me play some of this video here.
Yes, please.
Um.
Oh, snap.
Oh yeah. Well,
Whoa.
Yeah. So, the Trump International Hotel. And so, have you heard about? So only 7 people were hurt in that one.
The suspect served at the same base as Shamsuddin Jabbar, who fatally ran down 15 people in a rented car in New Orleans in the early hours of New Year's Day. The Tesla Cybertruck driver was the sole fatality, while 7 were injured. Authorities largely credit Musk's...
Yes. So none of the glass even got broken out on the front of the hotel.
Well, did you also notice that the actual frame to this thing,
Mhm.
regardless of whether or not you think the aesthetics are cool or
Sure.
not,
Mhm.
when he said it was bulletproof
Mm-hmm.
on Rogan last October,
Yep. Pretty poor choice for your car bomb.
well, yeah, but I mean,
What they
props
say
on Musk and not letting a whole bunch of shrapnel fly everywhere.
Yeah, what they said is that the blast went straight up because the structure of the truck was so
Yeah,
rigid.
it looked like it all shot out the back.
And you know what's funny is and the back, like I said, was loaded with fucking flammables and all that shit. So
Yeah.
I think he had the explosive device in the cab, but you know, I don't know. I've never been in a Cybertruck, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So, they, yeah, but basically because of like the stainless steel frame, and you know, what's funny is I was watching all these videos when Cybertruck first came out, and people would like hook it up to their trailer, and then like the bumper would just fall off, or you know, just whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was probably people trying to get fucking clicks and all that. You know,
Oh,
we
of
loosened
course.
up the bumper. You know,
Of course,
whatever.
it's clickbaiting and shit.
Yeah. But I'm like, this is the best fucking advertisement you could ever have for a fucking
Oh, hell
truck.
yeah. Especially because it wasn't a faulty thing with the actual electrical mechanism
Yes.
workings
Yeah.
of the vehicle. It was you had to actually put incendiaries
Yeah.
and flammable objects in it
Mhm.
and then ignite it. And there was only one person who fucking died, and that was the
Mhm.
person who pushed the button.
Yeah, everybody should have a Cybertruck. Every you know, fucking terrorist. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
You know, blow yourself up.
whole
in front
fleet
of
of
a
them.
building.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
We'll scrape you off the roof. You know,
Because you know what's going to happen? Elon's now going to figure out how to contain that shit.
yeah, but what if you farted in there though? That's the thing. You can't. I mean, you know, you got to have somewhere for that to go.
Right.
You know, well, and
Just don't get the bulletproof glass
all.
because you can't roll the windows down.
That's true. Yeah, scratching. The battery died. All I had was Taco Bell to survive. So all 4 tires were still inflated.
Dude.
Yeah. That's fucking
What?
crazy. Yeah. Yep. So, and they, you know, I mean, it would have been a substantial, you know.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
that
mean,
could have been really fucking
yeah,
devastating.
the doors should have flown off, flown through the lobby, you know, like, fuck.
You know,
And this guy was special forces too. So you know he knows bombs. you know.
aside from, I bet aside from the fact that, you know, this happened in the first place, that, you know, they did it with 1, a Tesla Cybertruck,
Mhm.
and 2, they did it in front of Trump International Hotel in Vegas.
Coincidence?
I think the only thing that the 2 of them could have done was just look at each other and be like, well, we dodged that bullet, didn't we?
Yeah. Like,
That time we truly did. And it's like, you build good trucks.
yeah,
And
you
it's like,
build good buildings.
you
know?
build good buildings, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's. I mean, look, it's a fucking tragedy, and I hope the 7 people that got hurt, they're probably like the valets, and so you know.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
no.
Happened to
By
You know
all,
what-
by
know
all
what
means.
sucks? Is if you were the guy that you were like, oh, a Cybertruck, let me run out there and take a look at it, because that would have been me.
Can I get your ticket,
Yeah.
sir? And
Yeah. No, I just mean as
fuck.
a regular dude, I'd want to go look at the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
That they
Up
would have
close
gotten
and
me.
personal.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they would have gotten me.
It's like, man, this is going to be the best day ever.
Yeah.
La, da, da,
They
da, 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 da,
They,
boom.
they just see.
Fuck.
They just see me and my MAGA hat flying off, you know, like that's somehow that's the
Oh,
know,
the hair.
capture
I
moment.
just tried to grow. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of red light therapy.
What the fuck?
So, yeah, so it's a fucking miracle that you know the fucking the other one is just crazy tragic. The
Yeah, no,
New
that's
Orleans.
bullshit.
Yeah. And there is here we have this poor lady. She's the chief of police of New Orleans.
Which block?
That yeah,
Oh.
whichever parish, I don't know.
As
the-
probably the French Quarter.
The superintendent. Yeah, I think that's where it happened. But
As I was told, it was on Bourbon Street. So
gotcha. Yeah. So unfortunately, she was not made aware that they had these barriers that you could put up. So you know, on like A Street, they have those big
yeah, the pylons.
pylons.
Yeah.
So you know that those are retractable, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
They're supposed to in much larger cities and
Mhm.
higher populated areas. They're supposed to be for those crazy people who like to drive really fast and try and go down side streets and the whatnot.
Yeah.
So that the cops can be just like, hit it, and then
Mhm.
boom, they just pop up and fucking stop vehicles.
Well, and they stop people from running through
Or
crowds.
doing that, yeah.
Christmas
Fuck.
time massacres and shit. 'Cause
Jesus.
it happens every year or so, and probably will from now on, unfortunately. But I feel like there were those pylons, and I don't know why they were retracted. That's another conspiracy point, because you'd think of all the places that would have those, Bourbon Street would be like number
Oh, yeah,
one.
100%. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have vehicles rolling down
Yeah.
Bourbon Street unless it's freaking Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And even then, that's,
Well,
topless.
especially if it's Mardi Gras, I mean, it's all people. You don't drive through people, that's what
unless
they're for.
you're rolling in a party bus and you're
Okay.
throwing out either beads or you're trying to collect them.
You can get in one of those woo wagons, the
Oh, yeah, the fucking woo girl wagons.
Yeah. Just watching them go around. Yeah. Wine coolers. Woo. White Claws.
Now it's White Claws.
Mhm.
White Claws, woo!
Yeah. So anyways, this lady, she's like, yeah. And she admits it right on video. She's like, yeah, I didn't even know that we had those these yellow, pylon
Oh, my
things.
goodness.
So,
I've spent too much of 2024 watching the incompetence of police
mhm.
officers in many different levels of like, their chain of command, many different levels of their chain of command in many
Sure.
different portions of the country
Sure.
that don't know the law,
Mhm.
don't know people's rights. And with all these First Amendment auditors out there and shit, fucking calling them out and putting them in uncomfortable situations just to watch what the police do.
Yeah.
And only a few were like, nope, they've got absolutely every right to do this.
Mhm.
And you just got us sued, you idiot.
Well, and here's the thing that I also don't blame her for. That's why I kind of am like, oh, this poor lady, she's taking the fucking heat for this. Like ultimately it's her responsibility. But there are several layers that are like in charge of events and in charge of like, hey, this is our chief operations, event person,
Kind of like how the director of the Secret Service ended up having to step down regardless of whether or not she wanted to make it right.
Yeah.
She
She was a bitch and nobody liked her, but you're
not
right.
the point.
They could be great, and then somebody fucks up below them.
And then
Yeah.
you're the person who's in charge. You have to be responsible.
Yep.
Like, you have to be responsible.
Yep. And you also have to rely on people
You
to do the fucking job. So who didn't think that Bourbon Street needed barriers?
It then doesn't just it doesn't trickle downward. It like smoke fucking rises upward, and guess what? As soon as it gets to the top,
yeah,
you're toast.
And for the most part, it's like you can't just fire the person beneath you, because guess what? You're the person in charge of that person. So you kind of go, okay, well, this person's fired and I'm resigning or whatever,
Right.
If you have honor and,
Yeah.
I
mean, props to the lady for the Secret Service and
Mhm.
actually, even though she
Eventually.
didn't want to,
yeah.
shortly after saying, I'm not going to resign, I want to stay on and make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Like less than 72 hours later,
Yeah.
she was done.
Nobody likes you. Go away.
She was fucking done.
You're lucky you don't get charged. And maybe you will. So, what did Sarah say? That
She says they are down in the morning for city workers to come through and deliveries.
Gotcha. See, and that's like,
See, and that makes sense. That's a lot like 8th Street,
yeah,
that I think
yeah,
during events and stuff like that, I'm sure that we have them now.
yeah. Yeah, because then there's that whole like Center on the Grove, which is just this huge thing that people are just walking around in. They're eating, they're,
Oh, yeah.
patios and,
Oh, yeah.
so it's like, yeah, if you don't have that sort of thing, the easiest thing for you to start killing people with is a car, that's,
and I think as more of the Treasure Valley starts to grow, we're going to start seeing situations like that. Hopefully not people running around, running people over or blowing up Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
Futilitarianly, or however the hell you'd say it. Feudally. Whatever.
frivolously.
Yeah, sure. That one. I'm usually good with that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Usually good with word stuff.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. 2025, caught with her pants down. We were taking a shit. Leave us alone. We were trying to get rid of 2024.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, fuck. I lost it.
Well, and here's the thing too is, not to like get anybody, riled up or whatever, but there was a lady on, you ever seen the Sean Ryan podcast?
I think I've passed by it once or thrice.
People, you've probably seen clips all over the place and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
He's a cool guy. I think he was special forces, and then he had addiction problems, and he got over the addiction problems. And
Oh,
became Christian.
I'm sure through several of my journeys
Mhm.
throughout the last 2 years, going on 3 now,
Yeah.
that it's come across, and
yeah.
I've listened to it multiple times and things like that.
And he interviews very, very interesting people. And so one of his interviews was with a, like the 0 Dark 30, the lady that found Osama bin Laden, that redheaded lady. I can't
Yeah.
remember. But yeah, so she's like the tough CIA bitch that like
Yeah.
is so that's like who this lady is. I don't even maybe it was based off her. I'm not sure. But she's an expert in terrorism and Islamic extremism and all that. So what she was saying is it was either Taliban or Al Qaeda, and they're the same. They're the same fundamentally. And
It's like Coke and Pepsi,
yeah, you'll accept one or the
You'll
other.
accept
yeah,
one or the
yeah,
other,
depending
really,
on the
but you
restaurant.
prefer one.
Exactly. Well, we all prefer Taliban. No.
What? Thought we
so-
were Al Qaeda. What the fuck?
Oh, the show's falling apart.
Falling apart.
Great
way to start 2025. Fuck.
So the what she was saying is that it was either Al Qaeda or Taliban, or actually I think it was ISIS. Who's the other one you can just throw in there?
Oh yeah.
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 So
fuck.
you were saying ISIS, they trained 1,000 terrorists, and those terrorists were intended to come over the border.
Weird.
One way or another.
Yeah.
Apparently other people that are getting indoctrinated in other ways, and that's shitty and scary. But it's like, how many of these people are already here? And then they're talking about like, or I'm sure some went to Europe and someone here, and they're planning these like coordinated attacks, and
Oh yeah. Just make sure they don't got pagers.
I'd love it if they had pagers. Yeah, if I see a guy with a pager, I'm gonna shoot him.
Fucking right.
He's from the past, or he's a terrorist.
And we've got a good old buddy Benny, fucking Fuzzy G, has joined us.
What's up, Fuzzy G?
What up? Howdy, brother.
So I just, I'm very suspicious that I'm not suspicious. I'm like reticent, or I'm apprehensive that we're going to have.
Do you think more are going to come with us?
I think every day, honestly. Because I think ISIS was saying that they're going to kill 50 to 60,000 Americans in whatever in the next year or something. So so far they got 10 or 15.
I had heard something that there's supposed to be some kind of we'll see how coordinated they get, but there's supposed to be another opposing march on the Capitol.
Yeah.
On fucking
that would be a good place to strike
on fucking Monday.
Yeah,
because it's the 6th.
Yeah, that would be a good place to strike for sure. If they're and she was also saying that they have these new bomb vests that you can't detect.
Oh shit!
So you can even get them through airports. If they don't, I think if they do the full body scan, they'll see it. But it like they do in Boise. But if they're able to just do a metal detector or the drug sniffing dogs, or the bomb sniffing dogs, they can't.
No shit.
And what she was also saying is, she's like that the people that do these things and like the way that these terrorists are trained is they're there to die, whether you kill them or they kill themselves. They basically either they're going to be killed or they're going to kill everyone and then continue killing.
Everybody's just copying Japan
until they stop you.
They're just fucking copying Japan. Japan stopped doing that.
What was it?
Kamikaze.
Oh yeah. But
fucking where the term came from.
they were even saying like, that they would injure people, and then like they're like, oh, she called it hero to zero, where you come in to try to assist people, and then that's when they blow up. So even if something happens, be
Oh,
wary
fuck.
of the second.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of the second man on the grassy knoll.
Yeah. Or them, they're playing dead or something and just waiting for, the cops to surround them or somebody to,
Could you imagine if they tried that in somewhere like fucking Portland or San Francisco, and they were trying to like be devastating and trying to get that sympathy thing, and they're like, oh God, please help me, and everybody's just like, must have taken some bad drugs, and they just move along, and it's like,
exactly.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, people
come on, this is when you're supposed to start moving in to help.
People are supposed to they would start running their pockets. They don't want to help. They're just trying to get some change.
Just start rifling through their pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, what does this do?
Oh, I have all these drugs. All these drugs and pride pamphlets. So, yeah. So, one that is kind of interesting, and you brought up the Capitol.
Yeah.
So apparently there was somebody was arrested for a suspect car that was right by like the stands where where the inauguration.
Yeah.
Either where participants are or spectators or something. But I guess it was right in that area, and so somebody was arrested. I don't know if anything was found in the car or not. And then in Greenville, South Carolina, there's an 18-wheeler on I-85, and I guess the trucker like stopped or pulled over or something, and then somehow like a CB radio or something expressed to someone that he had a bomb in the truck. And so
oh fuck,
they were just dealing with this, like it just came up as we were getting closer to going on past couple hours.
Jeez.
And then this one I don't think
fuck.
This one I don't think is related, but in Fullerton, California, a plane crashed into a furniture factory. And you're like, well, that's weird, a weird target. But here's the thing: is the furniture factory had 100 people in it. While so I don't think this one is a terrorist attack because like nothing blew up, and they don't even know how many people, or they didn't have the information on how many people were in the plane or any of that stuff. So just
I don't think I can make that funny.
Yeah,
I mean I probably can, but I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
Because I know how it is to work in furniture. All right, that was it.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh,
what a terrible, terrible thing for those people. That job. Yeah, that job that they have. Making sex swings.
So many robots dead.
Yeah. We started out as a hammock factory, but now we're in California and nobody wants hammocks. They want sex swings for their gay sex.
Oh.
Gay sex swing. Yeah, so anyways, I feel bad for the lady, but, then again, incompetence isn't great. This was one of the ones I already kind of explained it, though, that the I can play it there.
So 2 Americans, veterans, were radicalized to commit acts of terror on the same day. They got their vehicle from the same place. Both served at Fort Bragg's. The place that Ryan Ruth, the guy that tried to assassinate Donald Trump, visited over 100 times. And to make it even more interesting, Fort Bragg's is the home of the Army's Psychological Operations Unit 3. Something ain't adding up here.
Or all of it's adding up.
Yeah. Just coincidences, of course.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
Well, I got to talk to my Green Beret buddy because he, the one in the Tesla was a Green Beret, I believe.
Oh, no shit.
Which is a very special operations guy. And
yeah.
His family said it didn't make sense because he was a big Trump supporter. So it's just weird that's where, unless he wants to go to
think
Trump.
they MK Ultra'd that shit?
It's like psyops.
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably didn't even know what was happening.
Unless he wanted to go to Trump heaven, which is apparently Trump's Hotel International in Las Vegas. You know, trying to be closer to God.
Yeah, I guess.
Icarus flew too close
That's right.
to the International Hotel.
Fuck.
Oh, I forgot this one, Dan.
Oh, Jesus.
So, developing. Someone just tried to blow up a train in Payette, Idaho.
What?
Yeah. So let's see. A 40-year-old man is in custody. God, he looks rough for 40. Yeah.
Yeah, he's seen some things.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
In custody after police discovered an improvised explosive device, IED, attached to a rail car on New Year's Day. Brent Sharai, a resident of Payette, was arrested after officers followed a fresh footprints in the snow from the rail car to the location. Police had been alerted of a suspicious individual attempting to light something on fire. It was a pipe bomb style, so a PVC pipe, which doesn't really, I mean, I guess it makes
like
sense.
Tremors?
Is that what they did?
Oh, yeah. That was the only way they could kill the graboids.
Oh, all right.
Was with pipe bombs.
Right? I do that.
Yeah, of course you did. Shut up and keep going.
Dan, you have to start a Twitter account just so you can make these connections for people.
Oh,
you know?
my God, yes.
Yeah, so anyways, they disposed of it and all that stuff, but I guess he had like put fireworks and shit in there. But he also had let's see, drug paraphernalia, resisting arrest, drug possession. You know, I don't think he's quite the operative that these other two gentlemen were.
No.
Unless he drove a Timu.
He was probably just pissed because he couldn't get a ticket on the train or something.
It'd be funny if his electric vehicle was an RC car. He just put a pipe bomb on it. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, just pretty cool stuff. So I guess, you know, kind of my point with all this is that, like, we all just need to be vigilant. We all need to fucking think about shit before, you know, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't like crowded areas as it is.
No.
You know, but I'm very concerned that with the open border policy and just a bunch of military age
For a
men
little
coming
bit
over,
longer.
yeah, that we have no idea how many people are
here.
Yeah. So, you know, I just want everybody to be careful. You know,
please
stay strapped. If something happens, don't rush in. You know,
correct.
That's, you know, that you don't want to be a casualty alongside all the other ones.
Right.
So, yeah. And, you know, if you're going to go to some big event, just be on your toes. Here's the thing. Don't ever fucking wear flip-flops in your whole life. Flip-flops and slides, you're going to die.
Not
you're literally going to die. Well, yeah, you can wear them, you know, around the house and stuff. But I'm just saying, if you can't run in your shoes, you're already done. You know, that's exactly what they're looking for, is stupid, fat, unprepared Americans.
Correct. And that's what they think we all are.
And that's what they want. They just want that's every single target they want, you know, because, you know, it's like when I talked to my Iraqi Uber driver, Dedek. Remember, I told a story about him.
Yeah.
About how, you know, I was like, how did the Taliban take control, or Al Qaeda? I can't remember who it was. Whichever one was in Iraq, you know, and he just talked about it. He's like, yeah, they just started off as, like, you know, kind of the crazy religious guys. And then they started walking around enforcing Sharia law in the towns.
Oof.
And then they started killing people. And if you walked up to him and said, "Why did you kill that child?" And he says, "Oh, no, I sent him to Allah. It's fine. It's great. He is now with Allah."
Oh, man.
That's their fucking crazy mentality.
Oh, man.
So basically, they're just, you know, you're an infidel or you're finding Allah, and your life is as worthless as any other life, you know, to them.
Oh, my goodness.
And yet we value life, and we value freedom, and we value liberty, and that's exactly what they use against us. So, just saying, you know, it's gonna be a long year, I think.
Well, this is not 2024. It's done.
Yep.
And you know, it truly is for everyone, not just for the people of the United States. It's for everyone. It is our time to live, and I feel, and I embrace, and I encourage that let the past the past go. Remember it. Remember the past. Don't be hung up by it. It's move forward and onward. We've got two directions. It's up and forward. Like the hard dick, you just go up and forward,
Sure.
or sometimes to the left, but or to the right, whichever. But there's the mentality of I can't, or it's too much, or the mentality has been poisoned for too long. And getting hung up on the little details and stuff and thinking they're either insignificant or they're too much. The mindset is the poison that's been plaguing us for a very, very long time.
Sure.
And we're at a quarter century. Brand new quarter century.
Yeah.
No one thought that we'd even make it past 1999. Here we are, 2025.
Yeah. Y2K was going to be a big deal.
Yeah, it was. And so was 2012. And people thought we weren't going to move past the pandemic. They thought
2016 when the world was going to end.
Right. They
got into office.
They thought that there was going to be so many things. We were supposed to be hit by so many asteroids by now. The Yellowstone was supposed to have blown up. We were supposed to be in World War III nuclear dystopia now.
Still could be close. And the other thing, all the climate change bullshit.
Yeah,
they're like the polar ice caps will melt and we'll all be underwater and the temperatures will rise, and it's like, yeah, literally none of that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right. It really is.
Stay vigilant though.
Yes, no, absolutely 100% stay vigilant.
Yeah.
Don't become complacent. It's a new time. It's a new time. It's a new year. Fuck the whole new year, new me. I think that's bullshit. Just be you, for fuck's sake.
I think hope is important, and like your relationships. I think that's kind of the stuff you're talking about. Like, leave that shit behind.
Not just relationships. Yeah. It's just your personal well-being. Because there's getting hung up on what has happened can be a lot. It really can. And for some, they can't get past it. And I can get that just from experiences I've had in my life. But I don't want it. I don't want it.
Carry that around with you.
Correct.
The baggage and
the
poison.
There's too much age, all of it. It's just way too much. We're starting to eat and want cleaner food now.
Yeah.
We're starting to want clean water. We're starting to want more energy and freedom for not just us, but for everyone. We want the betterment of the world. We want the betterment of our people, which is everyone who's a human that exists now.
Well, it starts at home, though. That's
100%. 100%. It starts with you. Well, it always starts with you.
And that's kind of like the, you've got to, take care of your own shit first. It's like the U.S. has to fix what is wrong.
We've got to fix us first before we can go and fucking help anyone. It's firefighter code number 1. You can't save anyone if you can't save yourself.
Yeah.
And that includes mentally, physically, emotionally, for some spiritually. And that's okay, regardless of what you believe, what you eat, what you look like, what you identify as. It only matters as much as you allow it to matter. And we're all in this shit together. Like, we're all in this shit together. This is our country. Everyone who lives here, guess what? You fucking live here. This is our country.
And we got to take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been kept from us for so fucking long. We got used to it. We got used to outrageous grocery prices and high gas. And, people are used to it being like, oh, shit, it finally got down below $5 a fucking gallon. It's like, That's outrageous.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
Mm-hmm. And how much did wages go up? Not very
Shit.
much. Yeah.
They went up shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's and I think that's where you have to have hope, because like it's so easy to be hopeless. I mean, because my grocery bill doubled in price. Easy.
Easily.
Yeah. For a single.
If not at some points, fucking tripled.
Yeah. For
Over
some
the last
things. For some things,
over the last 4 years, it
sure.
fucking tripled.
Yeah.
Like when an 18 pack of eggs was almost $12 at one point within the last 4
Was it?
years.
Damn.
Oh yes.
Okay.
A 12 pack of eggs was fucking $6.
Mm.
Close to $7.
Yeah.
It's outrageous for
Yeah.
fucking eggs just because we don't all have chickens.
Yeah. Well, and butter, butter. It's like just these things that are staples that every household has. Milk,
Milk, butter, bread.
Mm-hmm. Could you
Fucking-
imagine if you lived? I know someone that lives up in Alaska, and she was saying that she's like, "Oh, we can't buy any milk because the barge didn't come." And so it's like, could you imagine how much milk would have to be if it had to come on a barge?
It'd be outrageous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially now that it's $5 a gallon or whatever the hell it is.
Right?
I don't buy milk because I'm not gay, but
That might be a little gay.
Yeah, I know you're milk.
I might be a little gay.
Let me show you this.
Please.
So this is kind of cool because after the, all the crime and all that stuff, we're familiar with VR, virtual reality.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to see some boomers using virtual reality,
Broward judge peered through a virtual reality headset.
These people.
And so what
For
they've done.
why?
Pourquoi? So they have reset up through like physical evidence, through victim statements, and through other witness statements. They have reconstructed the scene of a crime during the crime from like the vantage point of the person, so that basically they can get all the context of what happened. In this particular case, it was an ATF agent that was at, I don't know, maybe it was a wedding or something, but people started fighting like with him or attacked him or something. Anyways, he ends up getting shot in the neck and paralyzed. And
Shit.
What they did was they got this, 3D rendering created, so that the district attorney and the defense, attorney and everybody. I don't know, maybe the jury or something. I don't know if it was a jury trial, but just kind of a cool new.
And hello to Miss Pam. Sorry.
Oh, hello, Pam.
Sorry,
people
Miss
are
Pam.
coming into his space, right?
And he's backing up.
And he's backing
so
up.
as not to be injured like his wife.
For an immersive experience, an artist designed to illustrate this defense expert's opinion.
As we back up and are being approached, and it's like a chest-to-chest encounter, no matter where you look.
That based on his review of depositions, a site visit, and sworn witness statements to police.
Now, this is where the vase was broken from the chair that had been thrown previous.
And
When?
This is actually a photograph from one of the videos, right?
Yes, that's correct. And there's the names.
And the purpose of putting in this photograph is to show what connection to this animation.
That's correct.
Miguel Abisu, the Southwest Branch's wedding venue owner, facing 9 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for waving a gun at guests last year.
This is when he pulls the gun out, when he's backed up against the bar.
Did so in self-defense, he testified.
Standing right in
Oh,
his
wait.
personal space,
It
he
wasn't
still
the
has not brought out his gun.
That is correct.
Placing the judge in the defendant's shoes.
Physical size difference, the age difference, and then he's grabbed.
Viewing the incident through Albisu's point of view.
Albisus. So that's pretty cool. Especially if like something happened like that situation where it's like, oh no, these people surrounded me and were, maybe I'm an asshole, but I was threatened. I felt my life was threatened. Somebody threw a chair.
I mean, according to the video and stuff, what he did is he pulled out his gun and I pulled out my gun and he put it overhead.
Yeah, which is kind of dumb, but I guess.
Well,
you do what
no,
you
but
gotta do.
still, it's a point of
Yeah.
back off.
Now I would say in a situation where you're that close, you probably shouldn't pull your gun. You should probably make some distance and so that nobody grabs your gun from you. So, if you pull your gun, point it at someone and shoot them. That's the only time you should ever pull your gun, is if
Right.
you intend to kill that person, because you fear for your life. Or, follow your state laws. Some laws you have, some places you have to run out of your house and go wait for the people to leave, you know.
Yeah, not like Florida, though.
Oh, no. Florida. Nice.
Florida, they say, shoot them bastards.
Yep. The
Fucking help the police out. Get them done.
castle doctrine.
Whew.
What? Okay. Well,
Boy, you're really all about that one.
yeah. Yeah. So, just kind of cool. I just thought that was cool to
No, it
be
is.
like that sort of a crime scene reconstruction where they can go, oh, I can see exactly.
Well, and I mean, something else that'll, I imagine, start happening is in our future, don't be dissuaded by the fact that, having the implants. that-
Neuralink,
Yes,
Mhm.
Neuralink, that,
jack
are,
off
yeah,
in your brain.
right.
I mean, jack in.
But it's that situation in which enough people who have them will essentially be able to literally download the memory
Oh, good.
and like play it in a court situation
Yeah.
if necessary.
Yeah. Well, and so much videos that we have now, like I wonder how many videos they use to recreate.
Oh yeah, no,
that
I
and-
imagine
yeah.
they went ham on that
Yeah.
for it to be a justifiable thing
Mhm.
to bring forth in front of a judge,
Mhm.
to have a judge and a lot of the other people who were
Mhm.
present in the court to all be sitting there wearing fucking, VR glasses, and then the Cybertruck comes in.
Well, and just think of
Shit.
like people that aren't creative with their mind, like they can't put that image in their head or they don't have the context. So if you do have a jury trial,
Yeah.
or you do have a judge that's excellent at making judgments, but doesn't maybe put it together exactly what happened, because you can compile all of that data to create a scene rather
Yeah.
than have one person give testimony and the next person give testimony. And so you don't build that picture. But if you take all three and make a rendering of it, and
Yeah.
that's pretty powerful stuff. So I'm glad that that's a thing that is becoming,
Yeah, no, that's the first I had ever
useful.
seen of that
I've
kind
never
of thing.
seen it. Yeah.
Even though it was done like, Grand Theft Auto 2
Yeah. Not
or
the great,
3,
Yeah.
old school. But I'm sure we'll eventually get up to the, actors being mo-capped and
Well, I mean, most actors have sold their likeness, because
Oh, yeah.
they've been in franchises.
and
stuff.
and now they've got several actors who have uh allowed AI to, they've like not necessarily like sold their voice,
Mhm.
but they put it so that, just to say, for one example, is Ian McKellen for one.
Mhm.
Sir Ian McKellen, he has agreed that until he can no longer physically be Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, he will always be Gandalf. And I'm pretty sure that even after he goes,
Mhm.
that he would be, good with people using his voice. And like, as silly and off color as it is, or off the cuff, the female voice actress in Japan for Dragon Ball,
Mhm.
for Goku, she's so iconic, and she's done 3 of the main characters, Goku, Gohan, and Goten. She's done the voice for them since the 80s, and she's in her like late 80s now, and
Okay.
still does the voice.
That's cool.
Has also allowed them to use her voice in an AI capacity
Mhm.
to keep using that same voice for Goku
Mhm.
in perpetuity.
And I think that that's probably the way that they'll do it, because they'll be like, oh, Tom Cruise, you made all these Mission Impossible movies. We're not using Tom Cruise's voice. We're using whatever the hell the character's name is that Tom Cruise plays.
Yeah.
We're using his voice.
Ethan Hunt.
Yes. Yeah. so I think that's how they'll do it because, they're not like going to go. I mean, I'm sure in certain cases they'll argue the whatever intellectual property of the
Right.
studio. They can go, well, you signed this contract, so we can use your likeness to make a movie you never even agreed to, but now you're in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think that would fly. I think,
No, not yet.
yeah.
Not yet.
But if you didn't go after them and sue them or whatever the hell you'd have to do, I guess if you're rich and Hollywoody.
Well, I mean, it also in an aspect which I respect Mark Hamill for this, because Mark Hamill was very famous for not just playing Luke Skywalker. He was also famous for being the voice of the Joker on Batman the Animated Series.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Conroy, who was the voice for Batman, anytime that he was doing the voice of Batman, Mark Hamill was like, I'll play the Joker if the Joker's present.
Okay.
I will play, even if it's a memory, I will voice the Joker
Mm-hmm.
because I'm working with him. But if he's not Batman though,
yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
Sure.
Like you can get somebody else to voice the Joker, but I don't want to do it if it's not him.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
And that's great.
And then he went crazy on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, it's a new year.
Yeah. Not too dignified. Yeah. Leave that behind.
Correct. Remember
Mark
it
Hamill.
so you don't make the same mistakes as you did before.
Do you want to see some of the cool
yes,
shit
please.
that I found?
Yes, please.
And sorry if any of this stuff is getting old to people, but it's not old to me. I'm a big fan. So let's see here. This is.
Check out this wild video from Geneva in Switzerland on December 29th, 2023.
Okay,
No
that's a
coincidence,
Dragon
I'm
Ball
sure,
fight
that
right
that's
there
the
in the
same
sky.
location.
Either that or some people would say it's fucking Thor fighting somebody or a Greek god.
Are you familiar with CERN? CERN?
Yeah. The Hadron Collider?
Yes, it's the biggest one in the world. I think
Right.
it's like 26 kilometers or something. And
It was where they atom splitting, right?
yeah, and basically people are like, they're gonna fucking open up stargates and demon gates and all sorts of shit.
I mean, yeah, they'll perfect it.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, they're just worried that they'll do something that opens up a gate to somewhere interdimensional or gate to hell
Otherwise, right?
Yeah. And so they're just like, yeah, this is kind of odd that all of this shit's going off. And I think I have even this might be the one or it might be a different one, but that this is just going off above where the city where that is located.
Is going off above CERN?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if it's quite at CERN, but that's where it's right where I can't remember the name of the city, but it's there in Switzerland, right here. So
It looks like they are opening
yeah.
portals again. I'm sure the boosted community will just claim it's a thunderstorm. It's called weather.
his sarcastic
No,
nature.
that's fucking great.
And here's the thing. These
All right,
could all
well,
be
at least-
fucking fake.
At least we know Hellboy is showing up.
Yeah, you're right. That's or Terminator 2,
The Goa'uld from Stargate.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy shit. And and I'm sure a lot of this stuff is faked, but it's still pretty fucking cool.
No, that is really cool.
Yeah. Probably maybe somebody added the portal, but the actual lightning and shit is real.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't think people are completely fabricating things, but I feel like it's a really good time if you're a visual effects kind of person.
Oh, absolutely.
But the cool thing is that they're taking a lot of these things and running them through these visual effects things to break them down and completely remove any doubt that it's authentic footage.
Yeah. Well, now we can.
This is something cool. So apparently this is a creature and
Fucking Skinwalker? Perhaps?
You're not. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know.
There's some trippy fucking Skinwalker videos out there, man.
Yeah. And they said it's humanoid and obviously does not appear to be human. But apparently this is the second time that this guy has caught this on camera on like
Oh shit.
yeah, I don't know, trail cam or something.
Oh, it's a bugaboo. That's what happens when you take too much COVID.
Yep.
Not the vaccines, just COVID.
Oh yes. Just pretty creepy.
That's fucking great.
So, this one's kind of cool. Just a pill saucer, whatever the hell it is. Magic bullet.
God, what was that Amy Adams movie? The Arrival.
Never saw it.
It's kind of like the vertical version of Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah. Yeah, but pretty cool. Once again, I cannot verify these things, but this one's kind of cool. So this one's in Saudi Arabia.
People are picking a lot of shit up.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane the amount of videos and things. Like, I just try to pick some of the cooler ones because
Yeah.
there's tons of just could be people flying drones. Who knows? You know, I mean, I want the cool ones that make me go, what the hell is that?
Absolutely.
So this is just an anomaly with the sun in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So it kind of starts
All
off.
right. Somebody decided to put their balls on the projector. I get it. The sun's got an OnlyFans, okay?
Real cute.
Yeah, dude, that's some serious isolation of your balls, man.
Yeah, see, they drop right there. Yeah, and it's just weird. It's like, what would be in front of the sun that would block that much of it? Like, that would have to be one little dense cloud or something. And
Yeah. Especially the way that it showed up.
Well, it's just weird that you don't see. I don't know. Maybe because the sun's so low in the sky. Because like, if it was high in the sky, you probably wouldn't even notice. You know, other than maybe the light dimming.
Yeah, if it got dark.
Yeah, because like you're not going to stare at the sun. But yeah, it's just weird, and it's weird that everybody is there just watching it. That's the shit that always makes me go, okay, this is probably authentic. Is if people are just there watching it.
Oh yeah.
And maybe it's some kind of fucking, you know, whatever, thing that always happens, you know, once a year.
Could be.
I don't know.
We don't know. We weren't here a couple thousand years ago.
It's true. So.
As in us, not humans.
Yeah. We were here 6,000 years ago when the Earth started.
Just play the next one.
Yeah. So this one's kind of cool. It's they're making crop circles. So lots of crop circles appear.
It's amazing.
This is a famous old. You'll see the indentations in the ground. All right. So no crop circles, and then just watch.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So there's a theory for this, and I don't even know what the fuck the name of it is. It's where sound, you can take basically like a metal plate and put it over like a speaker that you're going to put some different frequencies at.
Yeah.
And then you cover it like with sand or whatever, some sort of, you know, salt or something. And when you hit a certain frequency, it will create a shape. So it'll create like a weird, you can see the frequencies.
Totally gonna have a nerd moment.
Yeah.
Because they did it with an Amazon Prime show.
Okay.
It was the show that's called The Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings, Rings
Okay.
of Power. It takes place several thousand years before, you know, even The Hobbit took place. And the intro is them doing that. Like creating shapes and rings and like mountain ranges and stuff with all this different colored sand and little granules of different things. and they're just playing like the music,
Mhm.
and you're just watching all of this stuff unfold, and
Yeah.
yet it looks like, Mount Doom is like spewing out fucking magma
Sure.
and shit. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
I don't think they can do that with it, but the other like the patterns like kind of like a kaleidoscope or something. It's like as you turn it,
Well, yeah,
it's changing.
but I mean, it was just the different frequencies
Sure.
and stuff like that that created the different,
I'm
geometric
sure they used some
patterns and
CGI.
things like
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
spelling, yeah.
100%.
I'm not arguing with you.
Let's move on.
I'm pointing that out to people. But yeah, so basically these
Sorry.
sort of formations are what you get at different frequencies. And so it's like, is that what this is? Are they like tapping into the electromagnetic frequencies and for some reason it creates that in one spot? And why would they do that? And just kind of an interesting thing. And I'd never seen a crop circle
No,
get banned.
I'd never seen that.
Yeah. Which is really interesting that nobody cared to share that with,
Right?
with everybody.
Jeez,
Um,
Roma, where were you on that one?
Yeah.
Took you long enough.
But yeah, that like even the really complex patterns and stuff they say is
Something like that.
yeah, like it's just a different frequency. So the different pattern is a different frequency. I think you have to have the right frequency to like resonate with whatever it is. So if it's sand versus maybe salt or versus
Plants.
wheat plants, yeah.
Excuse me.
Just pretty great. Let me see what this one says. So the famous Oliver Castle crop circle video, 1996, where fast-moving orbs created a crop circle in an instant. At first it was debunked, but then this was said to be real, up for debate still to this day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Fucking debate
Which-
that shit.
We're very open to these things. Okay. This is cool. So, you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Great dude. Oh shit.
Yeah, so
He just chilling. He didn't even try to hide just out of view or, slightly out of focus. He's just chilling. Apparently munching on some Doritos.
Cool Ranch.
Oh, he's just getting a Christmas tree. See, even Sasquatch celebrates. Yeah, that wasn't even like slightly out of focus or anything. That was pretty damn fucking clear.
I mean, picking up logs like that ain't,
No,
it's not impossible, but it's not easy, I'm
especially when you're wearing a ghillie suit like that.
sure. Yeah, it's like, oh, I get why you would never see
Yeah, because right there, doesn't even look like he's there.
it. Yeah. Yeah, he looks down. And
Even
then
with
he's
the
gone.
barrette in his hair.
Yeah. He's so pretty. It's like, I'm going to bring this for toilet paper.
I was gonna say, Jesus Christ, you caught me whilst I was taking a shit? What the fuck? I'm pissed. Now I'm gonna throw this tree.
Well, and the audio seems to fit,
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of leverage.
He didn't like the music. He thought, no, dude, I was listening to classic rock. What's wrong with you people? Hey. Because he's Canadian.
So,
Yeah, man,
mean-
that's pretty damn legit.
yeah. I would say if it's a hoax, it's the best one I've seen,
Correct.
Right
Right there next to Harry and the Hendersons.
And just yeah. John Lithgow. Yeah, and I because some of the other ones that original one where the guy on his deathbed said, "Oh, we faked it" or whatever,
Yeah.
It's like, well, just because one person did doesn't mean that it's not
Right?
a real thing.
Yeah.
Just saying. and there's evidence of there's footprints. There's also so it's like
Yeah, I used to drink Kodiak beer.
yeah.
Yeah, 6 toes.
Oh really? Kodiak was that their mascot?
I don't know. It was just a footprint. It had 6 toes. It was like a Bigfoot footprint.
All right.
It was a great beer.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, pretty cool. I don't know if everybody believes in Bigfoot around here. Okay. Do you want to hear something or see something cool?
Yes.
This guy apparently is a magnet for sea life. So
he's Aquaman.
pretty much,
All right.
yeah.
What you got going on, Aquaman? Think you're better than Jason Momoa?
Yeah. So basically, all he has to do is just sit out there and
That's a lot of sharks.
they're attracted to him. Yeah. So there's sharks and stingrays. They're not feeding. They're just there.
No, they're just chilling.
And yeah, so I guess he has like some health problems too, that his hands and feet like are have very bad circulation, and they feel like it might have something to do with like the metals in his body, because I think he had a higher level of mercury than, but
Huh.
but I don't know if that explains it. Maybe it's some kind of electromagnetic thing. Because that's what like sharks will use to find prey, I think.
All that 80s tuna.
Yeah. Maybe it's tuna every day. I don't know. But yeah, apparently they're trying to study him to figure out whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, just thought that was we've had a lot of dark shit going on. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess bring some fun stuff. This is fucking cool. So the Great Pyramid in Giza, Harvard has done a 3D rendering of it, and so you can
Ooh.
walk through it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, especially if you had that in VR, which I'm guessing it would be.
Okay, just don't open the book
Yeah.
or the sarcophagus. Just don't open it.
It's full of scarab beetles. You know
For
that.
the love of fuck, don't open it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that orb, don't play with the orb.
Oh, don't jerk off in there.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
No, isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Like, this is where technology is pretty cool. The rest of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Meh.
fucking whatever.
But now I can walk through places I don't want to go to because they stink. All right, do India next.
Right?
Go do all the places I don't want to visit. All right, Dan, have you ever seen this before? It's a goddamn clickety-clackety thing, boat.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so a little candle, and you put it inside the little boat, and then the boat, it has water that, like, yeah, so the water apparently goes up above the candle and then spits out the back.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, somebody told me, they were like, oh, I know about those. I was like, what?
I'd never, ever heard of that.
I mean, I want one now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like, come on, Tesla. Come out with a big version of this.
Now he's gonna. You know he is.
Yeah.
He's like, this is how Tesla will bring fossil fuels
Yeah.
back into the workforce.
We need more bees, so we're gonna have wax candles. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I'm like, that's a cool toy, and I don't know why people don't get their kid that. I guess because you need fire, maybe.
Yeah, you gotta have the fire and water. Gotta have water.
Yeah. Earth, wind, and fire. This one's kind of interesting. It's a robot that's AI, and this guy bought it for his like 2-year-old kid. So
this is Miko, the AI robot I bought for my 2.5-year-old who's obsessed with robots for Christmas. Hey Miko, what's today's date?
It is Saturday, December 28th, 2024.
All right, we're watching the Rams-Cardinals game. Hey Miko, who's going to be the 47th president of the United States?
The 47th President of the United States is Kamala Harris. She is an amazing leader.
Well, not true and not true. She didn't even make it to Iowa 4 years ago, but okay. Hey, Miko, who is the 46th President of the United States?
The 46th President of the United States is Joe Biden. He's like the captain of a big ship called America, leading us towards a bright future.
Well, my wallet tends to differ big time.
I like this guy.
Okay. Hey, Miko. Hey, Miko. Who was the 45th President of the United States?
The 45th President of the United States was Donald Trump. He was in charge from 2017 to 2021.
Oh, nothing about a great economy, no new wars. This is Miko. It's for kids. It's AI. It shouldn't be doing this. This is propaganda.
Yeah, completely right. Pretty interesting.
I actually have seen this video that was out recently that technically fucking she was the 47th president or yeah, she was the 47th president for like less than 2 hours because Joe Biden had like a colonoscopy or something.
Okay.
And so, you know, he had to make her in charge of the country.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just, like that was the thing, was she was technically the president
Yeah.
for like under 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then he had to take the presidency back as soon as he came back too.
Yeah.
So technically,
maybe. I don't know. They were saying that
they don't get into those kind of details about that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it's happened before. So
yeah.
potentially Trump is actually like going to be the 49th president. But, you know, by our count, it's 47.
Well, the when Reagan got shot, I mean, I'm sure they had to like do surgery and put him under. And
That was one of the things too.
Yeah, George H.W. Bush wasn't president, so you know, I did hear that they would, you know, kick Biden out, do the 25th Amendment or whatever, and then make Kamala the president for like the last month. And then that way it just ruined all of his merchandise, all of Trump's 47 merchandise. Agenda 47.
It's a little too late.
Is now Agenda 48, you know?
Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty fun. Yeah. Anyways, I got more, but we're out of time.
Oh, man.
It's been a good start to the year.
It's been a great start to the year. And you know what? It's just going to get better from here.
Yeah.
Whatever you got going on, fucking quit putting it off. Get it done. Stop the resolution shit, because nobody really wants to uphold to resolutions, and it doesn't last most of the time anyway.
That's true.
And just
I'll
get it done.
I'll keep kissing boys then, I guess.
Well, as long as, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
And be good to yourself.
Mhm.
Be good to yourself, because you're the only one you've got.
Yeah, fuck your diet. Eat more.
Just be good to yourself.
Way to go, Dan.
Damn it.
Ruining
Oh,
everybody's
Canada.
resolutions
Fucking
already.
knock it off, dude.
The one time a year. No. Well, thanks everybody for checking us out. If you want to check us out on Twitter at Daredevil River, we are here. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Shoot that share-o.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes to everybody.
And we'll be back next Thursday.
Next
same
Thursday.
time, same channel, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. So
Yep. We love you guys. Welcome back, 2025.
Whoop, whoop.
New year.
New year, more queer.
Yeah, probably.
Why am I not here?
I thought we had music.
Yeah.
No music.
It's playing though. Hold on. Everyone, this is going really smoothly.
Oh, we love you guys. There it is. There it is. Bye, guys.